Hello everyone, what I have here today is an IP camera, and this one it's one of the cheapest one that you can find online, but it also one of the easiest to use and install, and it also has a complete set of features. It has almost everything that it's found on any kind of IP camera that are on the market, such as HD resolution, two-way audio, night vision, wireless connectivity, one key installation, motion detection, email alarm, free mobile application. So it got all. It even has its own dynamic name server, and you don't have to set up something like no IP or to have your own DNS. You just scan a QR code. This has a built-in DNS. When it has internet, you can connect it with your mobile phone. But enough with the introductory talk. Let's see what we get in the box, and let's set it up to see how easy is it to set up, and how easy you can install it. So we get a small card here. It shows us that on Google we get this application and we can launch the setup. Alright, so we just need to download the app. Moving on to the camera, it has a minimalistic design but very nice. Here is the light sensitivity sensor. The infrared LEDs are masked underneath this black plastic. This is the microphone. Here it has a speaker. It also records an SD card, so it has a built-in DVR, so you get that also. And it has a internal wireless antenna. You don't need to screw antenna in it. This may probably reduce a bit of the range if you want to install it too far, but it should be okay in a regular home, and you don't need it to be put on the router itself to work. Underneath here, of course, is the username, password, and the QR code for the dynamic DNS, but for security reasons I don't want to show them to the whole internet, because maybe you don't want to see me walking in my pajamas around the house, so we'll leave that for another time maybe. In the box you also get a power adapter. It's a regular 5-volt USB power adapter with 1 amp output. You get a cable for it. It's a regular micro USB cable. Of course, a European plug adapter. This is for securing the camera to the wall or to the ceiling. It's actually the mounting hardware, very easy. You just screw this like this on a wall, and that will go like this, and when you twist it, it will lock the camera in place. Very easy to install. We also get the screws included. And now let's power it on. What I like about this kind of cameras is that by using a USB cable and 5 volts, you can use them with a regular power bank, and this automatically turns into a portable IP camera, and you can take it with you during travels. You can use it as a baby monitor temporarily, you can use it as a security device in your car, and so on. So it gets a lot of more uses than normal IP camera, because you can just power it on the go. You just need a decent sized power bank if you wish to have a decent runtime. So let's power it on with a power bank and see how this goes. Power bank is on. The camera will now initialize, and it will take a bit of time. It should test by circling all around and tilting and so on. Let's wait for it to do that.
Welcome to use. Please connect.
So it even has a voice guidance. It asks us to connect it because it's not connected to any kind of network, and we'll do that just in a moment. But I'm going to let it do its test. As you can see, it's going all around to maximum travel distance for each axis. After it finishes this way, it should do tilt, a full tilt, and this can be set up from the application. It may have a possibility to disable this, so it will remember last position where it was before power is cut, and it will remain there without testing. I know that this feature it's selectable on most cameras. So just a bit more, it should go all the way that way and return, and when it stops, it's definitely definitely calibrated and initialized. Alright, so let's see the application. I have already installed it. It's called eView 7. It's found on Google Market or Play Store, and the app is very easy to use. It has a plus to add another camera, and you have a few options. You have one key configuration or scan camera ID, which I'm going to do right now. I'm trying the one key configuration, so I have entered my Wi-Fi password, and now let's see if I click on this start button here.
Connection successful.
So you can hear the lady. The connection is successful, seems so. And when this timer finishes, we should get image, and the camera should be fully connected and functional. But we'll see that. Hello, don't go to sleep. And yes, we have it. We just select it, we save it, and there it goes. It already displays the thumbnail. If I press on the thumbnail, we have image on the camera. Let's pan it. As you can see, we can pan it, tilt it from the menu. We should also have manual control for that. Here there are buttons. You also have options to zoom in or zoom out, and this should enable two-way audio. You can use your mobile phone and this camera. You can talk into the mobile phone, it will be heard on the camera. You can talk to the camera and it will be heard on the mobile phone. So it's full two-way audio, so you can surveillance the audio also, not only the video, which is also very useful. And here you have a lot of additional settings, but I'm going to zoom in the camera for you to see them better. This should be better. So you have arrows to move the camera around, so you just keep it pressed and you can turn it around. Let's put this in the frame so you can see it performing just like this. So when I press the button, the camera will rotate. You can also tilt it up or down, so that works just fine. Right, so moving on, let's see what options we get. In the menu here you have options to mirror the image or flip the image. This is useful when you install the camera upside down and you want to do that. You have options for brightness. You can make the image more bright or more dark. Of course, you get contrast options. You can adjust that. You have zoom. You get the light frequency, so you can disable flickering. You can take a snapshot. You can record video. and it says that it's now recording, and it's probably recording on my mobile phone because I do not have an SD card in the camera, so that may happen. You can also select the infrared operation. You can turn them on, off, or you can switch them to automatic. Let's see, now they are on and you see a blue tint, and if I close them now there are natural colors, and of course you can set them automatic and the camera will switch them by its needs. The preset button here will allow you to call or set a preset, and you can set up to 7 different positions, so you can adjust the camera, orient it to a specified direction and just save it, and after that you can program the rest of them, and when you want to watch different objectives you just call a preset and select the direction you want to look at, so you don't have to adjust the camera manually up and down, left or right each time. You just call in the preset and that will be just fine. Exiting the live preview, going back to the main application. Here if you go to the video option down and select menu, you have a lot of options here. You have traffic statistics, you can see the used data, you have voice messages, you can turn them on or off. These are the voice prompts that you previously heard. Network limitations, I don't know what, only allow under Wi-Fi to watch video, so if you want to limit traffic you can use that. Skin style, if you don't like the blue of the application you can make it green or kind of brown. You have help and help me to help you. No, help does not work. Push, this is push notifications. You will get an instant warning message on your app if the camera detects something abnormally. About the application, exit, no, I don't want to exit. Let's see what else we get here. Multimedia, and yes, the camera did record. If you press this button here, it will take you to the advanced settings, which are very important. Here you can set up your wireless network. You can set multiple users to access the camera, and of course change the default password. You can set up file transfer protocol server. You can upload files to a server on alarm. You can set up email here. You can of course turn on the motion detection, and you have a lot of options for motion detection and what action should be taken when motion detection is the event. So you can enable a sound alarm, you can upload pictures to the FTP server, you can record, you can send a mail, and it even has a linkage to an alarm, but this camera does not have an alarm connector, so it does have the possibility, but it's not wired. Right, so also you have here settings for the built-in DVR, so you can record, erase the memories, and of course you can set up time, and you can set up to automatically sync. You just set the time zone and it will be just fine. So you can see the camera, it's extremely easy to set up. And now I'm going to turn on motion detection, just like that, motion detection. I'm just going to put it to half, and I want it to enable sound. Alright, you can schedule it, and I'm going to save the settings, and let's see what happens if I make some movement with the camera. And we have an alarm, but my phone is on silent. You can see IO alarm was an event here, and you can see them. So if I put my phone out of silent mode and I do something like that, you can see that was another alarm, so we got another event. For motion detection was just as easy as that to set up. So this was the review of this one's IP camera. You are going to find infos about it, more infos about it and where to purchase it in the links that I have left below this video. Just see them in the information box, and you can find more about it there. As you can see, the alarm is still working just fine, and the camera is very nice. And as I told you in the beginning, it's also very cheap. I think it's the cheapest camera in the world, and you can see you can set up in just a few minutes. You can fully set up with motion detection, with no dynamic name server, no problems whatsoever. I haven't touched my router, my PC or something like that. It just simply works out of the box. So this is also one of the easiest to use. Until next time, bye bye.